Sheepadoodle fans. This is Tammy here with Joplin and Rocky's litter of the F1 Sheepadoodles. They are 5 weeks old now. They are extremely active, extremely happy. This is my favorite age for puppies. They're so fun. They're not little kind of clumsy puppies kind of toddling around figuring out how to walk. They're walking well, they're playing hard, they're interacting really well with each other and with mom and with me and everyone else who plays with them. You can almost just see them learning stuff. They're so smart at this age. It's just fun to watch them. They're all doing extremely well. They're all walking well. Hi. They're starting to be a little more vocal. They'll bark to let you know that they're hungry. They know when the blender goes that they're going to get fed, so they can hear the blender because the kitchen is right there. So they will hear the blender and they just start barking because they know that dinner's on the way. They do little growls with each other, and that's completely normal. That's just learning how to vocalize and play. They're all very healthy. They're all gaining weight really well. They're all meeting all of the milestones that a 5-week-old puppy should meet. They're all very happy. You'll notice that mom is spending less time in here. She has a little cubby right kind of behind the camera where she lays under my desk, so she can keep a watchful eye on them, but let them be a little more independent. She still spends quite a bit of time in here, but it's not constant like it used to be. What? They're eating their food very well. They pretty much clean up their bowl. They don't leave a whole lot for mom anymore, and that's fine. She has her own food. What? They're doing pretty well with the litter box. They still have some accidents outside, but that's to be expected. They're babies. It'll come within the next few days. You'll see hardly any accidents out here. They play really hard, so they do knock some of the pellets outside of their litter box, and that's normal. That's just because they get to be playing so hard. They end up racing through there or crashing through there, and some of it comes out. But that's just puppies. Really sassy girl. They have their kennel right here. They do actually really like to sleep in their kennel. For most dogs, a kennel is a den. It's a nice quiet place. It's their safe place, and that's the way these guys are. They like their kennel. You always want the crates. You don't want it to be a punishment for puppies. Hey! You want it to be their safe place. The place where they go when they just need to kind of decompress or when they need to just relax. So that you don't ever want to use that kennel. If you're angry at them, you throw them in the kennel, shut the door. You don't ever want to do that. If you need them to be under control, you can put them in their kennel, and that's great. It's great to have that option, but don't make it a punishment for them or lock them in there for 12 hours a day, because it's not fair. But I'm sure none of you guys would do that. What? They've gotten their nails trimmed again this week. They're tolerating that really well. We do that on a grooming table just to get them used to it. We use a Dremel, and then we also run the Dremel across their body. It has a little bit of vibration, so it feels a little like the clippers. So it's just kind of preparing them to get clipped later in life, since they're a breed that is always going to need grooming. You'll start to see subtle little differences in their coat as their coat starts to come in. Some are a little wavier than others. None of them are going to be curly because they're a first generation. That's one thing I love about the first generation of Sheepadoodles is their coat is just a beautiful wavy coat. And because it's wavy, it doesn't mat like a curlier coat for a poodle would. They all have just stunning markings. They're just beautiful, flashy markings. They're all just developing really nicely. Their markings are just nice and fun. They're not quite as maybe defined as they were as their coat comes in, but each one of them has very unique markings. They all have good white on their face. They all love to be around people. because, you know, they're just kind of doted on from the day they're born, so they're just used to people. Obviously, you can see they're playing hard, but as soon as you come in here, their focus is you. They want your attention. They want to be loved on. They want to be cuddled. We take them outside one at a time at this point, outside of the playroom. We go into the living room and just kind of hang out with them. We'll go out there, we'll kind of just pet them, love on them one-on-one instead of, you know, in a group where they're competing for your attention, and they really like that. We'll do little things like sometimes you'll see we'll come in here with the vacuum, and we have all wood floors, and so we use a shop vac for the pellets in here because it just ruins other vacuums too quickly. But you'll see the vacuum come through here, and that's to get them used to normal household sounds. They're raised in our house, so they normally hear those, but you just want to make sure that they don't startle. You know, if you've ever seen a dog who just freaks out when the vacuum cleaner comes on, that's not really what we want. And sometimes that dog hasn't had a bad experience, it just startles them, but we like to make sure that our dogs just aren't startled by any of the normal things that they're gonna hear in a normal household. And our kitchen is right next door to here, so they hear dishes being washed, pans dropping, all kinds of stuff. It just makes them a little less easily startled when they get to their new homes. This week we'll get our play gym in here. I just have to put it together. I just got everything washed on and it's drying, so we'll get that put together in the next day or two. What? And you'll see them really this week start to gain confidence in their playing, their walking. They'll start to explore a little more. They'll try to sneak out the door. But they'll really gain a lot of confidence this week and play a lot harder just because they know they have better footing and what? They can't wait to meet you guys in about 3 weeks and be part of your family. Have a great afternoon.